Get those likes up, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on, everyone? See that smiley face right there? You see that smiley face? I guess you should turn it upside down. That's where I think we're going here. But we'll talk some crypto today, but I think we're going back down to that smiley face right there. You know, we got a nice retrace today. But what's gonna happen next? Hope everyone had a fantastic day though. We'll jump on it here a second. Eating socks? Nope. We're still at 29K. We eat no sock. But if we break below 20K, I will gladly eat the sock. A man of my word. I will gladly eat the sock. All right? Get those likes up, ladies and gentlemen.
Timer's ticking.
Mr. Hart, what's going on, man? Did you remind your friends and family to buy a little Bitcoin today? Bro, in these times, if you told your friends and family to buy BTC, they're going to look at you upside down. But when the market's hot, oh boy, they want to buy. Oh boy. Right now, though, they would never touch Bitcoin with a 10-foot pole, right? They would... You have probably a better chance of me buying Luna than any of my friends and family buying Bitcoin right now, right? And that's just how the market works. But at 60K, oh boy, there's a line out the door. Line out the door. Jordan, how do I get this? Jordan, how do I start doing this? Right now, nope. Crickets. Crickets. Mr. Hart said, I know I did. Nice, man. Hey, I guess if you can convince one family member to put a little money in, maybe make a difference. Kira could use Satoshi Nakamoto. I can't do an impression of Satoshi Nakamoto if we don't know who he is. How can I supposed to do that? I feel like if I did it, it'd be wrong because I mean, I assume I don't know, Satoshi Nakamoto. I can't do it. I can't do an impression of Satoshi Nakamoto, man. It's gonna come off so wrong. My nephew got in. First 1 to 0 wins.
Last chance to hit those likes. Let's get the party started.
Make it up. All these Gen Z kids are probably like, who is Chuck Norris? Probably. We're getting to the point where people probably wouldn't know who Chuck Norris is. Who the hell is Chuck Norris? Boom, 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 boom. Let's see what Bitcoin's gonna do. Bitcoin's going to 10K. What's going on, guys? Smack up the like button for me if you can. Helps out the stream, and you know, it will have some extra fun if you do. I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm just kidding. We're gonna have fun either way. We're gonna have fun either way. All right, guys. I'll see you in a sec.
Nothing has changed.
Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. We are back in our crab range today. Nothing has changed. Nothing has changed. We are back in our crab range. We had a big wick to the downside this morning. And we kind of said wait for the close, right? We said wait for the close. Bitcoin retraced all the way back up above support at 28.6 on the close. And now we are back in our crab range. So we're going to talk what can we expect today. Has anything changed, in my opinion, on the macro of us continuing down? We'll talk about all that today. Hope you guys had a fantastic day. This is my crab mask for everyone that's new. We wear this in the crab market instead of the moon helmet. All right? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? This thing's pretty dope, you have to admit. This thing's pretty dope. This thing's pretty dope. Oh. What is this? What is this? Holy moly. This thing's pretty dope. Wait, Bob, no! A crab? No! Bob, get off me! All right. I guess that's the crab market sucks for many different reasons, man. You got Bob attacking me because I'm a freaking crab and everything else. Bring back the moon helmet. I want the moon helmet more than anything, but we have to wait to get the moon helmets until we actually get some upside action. But what's going on? What's going on? That's slightly terrifying. It is pretty terrifying. If you saw that in real life, you'd probably be running for the gates. But anyways, guys, I mean, just to kind of sum it up here, we are still in our crab range, right? I mean, you guys can see we're still in this big macro descending triangle pattern. We got a wick to the downside, but we closed back above. So in reality, nothing really changed there. You know, we have this downtrend of resistance. We have horizontal support coming in. So the range is getting tighter, right? The range is getting tighter. You know, just to kind of touch on that, we'll go into the short-term time frame stuff, you know, in a little bit. But first, we want to touch on the same thing as I've been saying in the daily time frame, guys. Before we get into the lower-term time frames, I still believe that we are going to go. You know, I still think we're going to go lower before we go back up. All right, it's kind of. I'm still going to stick by my guns. Okay, I know you have other people saying the opposite, and this person saying this. I still believe we're going to go lower before we go back up to the upside, okay? For many different reasons. We did get a nice recovery of about half of this wick down here on the daily time frame, which is really, really nice. So we took some of that liquidity to the downside earlier today, or at least the whales did. I don't know if anyone else did. Anyone else buy today? Anyone else buy today? Let me know in the chat if you did. If you didn't, that's okay, right? You have your plan. You got to stick to it. Who else bought? I know this whale bought right here. Everyone waved to the whale. What's going on, man? But
Warning, shots fired.
there's still a bunch of warning shots fired on the charts, man. You know, we still have the daily stock RSI topped out. I cannot get excited for a move until the daily stock RSI gets reset, right? If you look in the past, you find me a time where Bitcoin started to rally with the daily stock RSI topped out. Find me a time, okay? Go find me a time if you can. I will gladly bow down to you. But I don't know if you're going to find a time, all right? You tell me that. We're also in a macro descending triangle pattern, and Bitcoin loves to do W reversals before it continues back up to the upside, all right? Loves to do that, loves to do that, loves to do that, all right? So the daily, I remain short-term bearish, okay? But that does not mean that I'm this, like, savvy bear that thinks we're going back down to freaking 3K, okay? I do not think we're going down to 3K, but I'm also not going to be, you know, a George who's just going to say, we gonna go up, we gonna go up, we are gonna go up. I am George, we're all George. Freaking Christ. I told you yesterday, you better say we're gonna go up. You better say it. We gonna go up. Say it 3 times fast in the mirror, George. You'll believe it. We gonna go up. We gonna go up. We gonna go up. We gonna go up. But I'm not gonna be George either, okay? I still think I'm gonna stick by my guns, okay? I'm gonna stick to my guns and say that we're gonna go back down a little bit, back down to, you know, I think the 25, 26, 27K range before we go back up and eventually come back up and take this vector candle up here on the daily, which could see a move all the way back up to like the 40K region. Call me crazy. I still think that's possible that Bitcoin can get a retrace back up to the high 30Ks, all the way up to 40K, and then we can decide what we do from there. I do think that's coming at some point, but not yet. I don't think that's coming yet. All right, I think we need a little bit more of a retrace before we go back up. Call me crazy. That's what I think we need. What's going on, Gasper? If we actually go to the weekly time frame, all right, we actually go to the weekly time frame. We can see here, I mean, it's kind of the same thing on the weekly. You got the weekly vector candle up here. Same thing, right at like 37K. I still think we're going to come back up. This is the 3-day, actually. On the 3-day time frame, sorry. We still have this vector candle up here on the 3-day back up towards 37, 38K. Still think this is going to get taken at some point as well. But same kind of premise, man. I still think we come back down to that 200-week moving average before we actually continue up, because that is where every Bitcoin bear market, and yes, bear market, all right, typically where Bitcoin bottoms, right? We typically bottom at the 200, you know, at the 200, moving average, right? And the best time to buy Bitcoin is between the 200 EMA and the 200 SMA. If you can buy somewhere close, that's good enough, in my opinion, right? The buys that you do in the 20Ks, in my opinion, will be life-changing buys. You just got to have the patience. Do you have the cojones to hold and have patience long enough, all right? Now, once again, if your plan is to wait below 20K, that's fine. Stick to your plan, right? Stick to your plan. If you have conviction that Bitcoin's going to break below 20K, you do you. You stick to your plan. There's nothing against that. Everyone has their own philosophies. You do you, right? At the end of the day, you know, if it happens, it happens. It is what it is. No one really knows where the market's going to go, right? But I'm just basing this off previous times where Bitcoin has never dropped below the 200 moving average on a close. And I'm going to stick by that. I do not think Bitcoin's going to do it again. Right now, that's at 22,069. Yes, 69. Yes, 69. Okay. 69. I love 69. Michelle, me and Michelle do 69 after I have a massive short. Yeah, when I have a big red candle, me and Michelle do 69. 2269 is where it's currently at. Okay, just ignore me, man. Just ignore me. But and we're dangerously close right now. It's still between the 22K and 27K region. I still think we're gonna go down there into that range. You know, it is what it is. You know, people who disagree, I don't really care. It is what it is. It's just my opinion, guys. At the end of the day, I'm just one pleb who sits up here. All right, I'm a pleb too. Okay, I sit up here and do nothing. That's what it is. All right, I sit up here and talk to you guys. I'm a pleb. At the end of the day, that's where I see Bitcoin bottoming out ultimately is the 200 moving average. Or slightly close, maybe it's front run a little bit, but somewhere in that general range is where I see Bitcoin going back down to. As well as the weekly RSI has never, has never really gone below a 30, sorry, not a 30. Has never really gone below a 28. And right now, the weekly RSI is sitting at a 33. Still showing slightly to the downside, but I do not think much more. I think people calling for 14K, people calling for 10K are absolutely nuts. If you're going to sit here, all right, if you're going to sit here and wait for 14K, 10K, I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you. That's like back in 2018 when people were calling for 3K, or sorry, when people were calling for 1K, and 3K was the bottom, in my personal opinion. That's what that kind of sounds like. It sounds like a little bit too much doom and gloom. But, you know, you do you. You do you. It is what it is. Clint loves to come in hot, man. Jordan going to miss the bottom again because he's trying to time the bottom with his MA, SMA, EMA, or the WMA. Clint, I'm not going all in, all right? I'm not going all in at the 200 SMA. I'm buying before that too, all right? You see this wick right here? I bought when Bitcoin dropped below the 200 EMA too, right? I've been buying every couple of days. I've been buying as Bitcoin's below 30K, right? I'm not waiting for 200 SMA, but that's my big order. And if it doesn't hit, it doesn't hit. It is what it is. It is what it is. But that's where I have one of my bigger orders is right above the 200 SMA. But doesn't mean that I'm not buying already because, quite frankly, I do think a retrace is going to come at some point, and I don't want to miss that retrace. So it is what it is. Let's see. What you guys are saying here? Waiting for 7K? Yeah, I think you're absolutely nuts, man. I think you're nuts. It is what it is. 7K. Yeah, you're like this guy, man. I think Bitcoin's going to 7K. Yeah. I'm a macro economist. I've been investing for 4 months. Before crypto, I didn't even know what a candlestick was. I'm a macro economist. We're in a recession. 7K recession. Yeah, some random pleb on Twitter told me recession. 7K. That's what you sound like, man. To be honest. All right. It's. Oh man. Wayne said Jordan is already loaded at bear. It doesn't matter if he catches the exact. I mean, my bags are already packed, man. I mean, it is what it is. If my big order at 200 SMA doesn't hit, I mean, it is what it is, man. I haven't sold anything. All I did is consolidate into Bitcoin and ETH. So if it doesn't go lower from here, I'm cool with it. That's what you guys understand. I might be bearish short term, but I'm cool with the market going back up right now too. To me, it doesn't matter. I'll be happy either way. Because I know where it's going at some point. Whether it happens in 6 months or it happens in 2 years. To me, it doesn't matter. Because I'm willing to wait. It doesn't matter to me. Celtics in 6. Let's freaking go, man. All right, let's jump on into, if you guys want me to look at any longer term stuff, let me know. I'll gladly do it. Let's look at some shorter term stuff because I do think we're going to be coming back down here to our smiley face. You saw me talk about that in the pregame lobby. I do think we're going to come back down to our smiley face here. And I'll tell you exactly why. That's back down. I mean, at least back down to take this vector candle here. You see this blue vector candle? We always come back down to take the vector candles, man. Right? So we had a massive wick down today, right? A lot of fear. We said wait for the close. If Bitcoin could close back above support, right? It was just a little bit of a, I guess, a little fake out. And we ended up closing back above, right? We ended up closing back above here on the 4-hour time frame and coming back up. Why did we come back up? Well, we knew that we had a vector candle up here, right? We knew we had a vector candle all the way up to 29,700. Where did we come right back up to, man? Look at this. We came right back up to this vector candle and recovered the vector candle. And that's exactly where we topped out, right at the 200 EMA. And now we're getting rejected and coming back down. And now what do we have at the bottom side? Let's take a look. Let's take a look what we have on our bottom side. Bada bing, bada boom. We have a blue vector candle here, right back out into this range. And if history repeats, and it usually always does, look at what we're forming, man. It's rinse and repeat in this range. And this is why this range sucks, right? This range sucks for people hodling and things like that. It sucks. I mean, I'm a hodler too. It sucks for me. But if you look at this, where's my freaking path, right? Classic M formation. Hit to the upside, 200 EMA. Come back down. Hit back up to the upside again. And classic M formation. Right back down to the blue vector candle here. All right, we're going to come right back down into that range. Right back down to our smiley face. Just watch. We're going to come right back down to that smiley face, man. If you don't believe me, it is what it is. All right? It is what it is. Let's take some AVAX. It's also on the 4-hour time frame, right? 4-hour time frame, we have a yellow vector candle here. We cannot get back over the 50 EMA. We can't get back over the 50 EMA, man. We can't do it. We keep getting rejected from the 50 EMA, right? One touch 50 EMA, rejected. Up to the 50 EMA, rejected. Up to the 50 EMA, rejected. Fake out above the 50 EMA, rejected. Quick fake out, rejected. Today, up to the 50 EMA, rejected. Up again, rejected. Just over and over and over again. We cannot get back above and sustain the 50 EMA. And now we have a yellow vector candle right down here. And once again, we're going to come back down and take this candle, man. We're going to come back down and at least take the body of that candle. All the way back down to where we were before. I'm more so watching the hourly time frame. But that's where we're coming back down to, man. That's where we're coming back down to, bro. But, hold on one second here. Hold on one second. You guys might be looking at me like this. Guys, Bitcoin is going to go up, okay? Bitcoin is going to go up right now, all right? Bitcoin is still in a bull market, all right? You know, it's Bitcoin's still in the bull market, man. Bitcoin's still in the bull market. I don't know what to tell you, all right? Bitcoin's going to hit 100K in about 2 months, okay? Bitcoin's going to hit 100K in 2 months, and it's as simple as that, man. It's as simple as that. Bitcoin's hitting 100K. Wow! That looks like my pickle! Holy crap! We were just talking about 69 earlier. Oh my gosh! Jordan, your nose looks like my pickle! Wow! Alright, how do I take off that lie now? Oh, jeez, man. Jeez, man. How do we take that off? Shiza. Alright. Anyways, man. That's what I see happening short term, guys. Like I told you, I'm still learning this stuff too. I'm gonna give you guys what I think is gonna happen. All right. Once again, don't follow me. All right. I've been watching a lot of Tino. You guys know Tino was in the chat earlier. Shout out to Tino. Go follow Traders Reality. His shit actually works. You guys need to go watch his channel as well. If you watch my channel, go watch his channel, man. This stuff actually works. Basically, a vector candle is when that candle has volume, right? That is basically significantly higher than the previous candles that came before it, right? And the market makers like to come back up to retake that candle. To kind of sum it up in I guess is layman's terms the correct way to say it? I don't know. But that's kind of the way you look at it. So we're coming back down there. We'll see how long that takes there. You just can't get back over that 50 EMA, man. And until we get back over that, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. He's a conspiracy theorist. Oh, jeez, man. Jeez. What's going on, Ride or Die? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Let's see. George's thumbnail from this morning is gold. I didn't see his thumbnail. I didn't see George. I think I did click on it, but I didn't see the thumbnail, man. If I'm going to be honest. Let's see. Jordan says, one moment, nobody knows where it's going. 2 seconds later, watch Tino's channel. He's dead on. No, he is. I mean, he's more of a short-term trader, man. Long-term, no one knows where it's going, right? Longer-term moves, no one friggin' knows. No one friggin' knows. Dude, I can't do the impression, man. You got no chance of me doing the impression. Okay? No chance of me doing the impression. I can't do the freaking impersonation, man. I could try to do it, but you got a better chance of seeing, you get a better chance of seeing pretty much nothing, man. Pretty much nothing. 24K looks great about now. And we're going to patiently wait. Patiently wait. Clint said, okay, Vector Boy. Here we go, Vector. All right, Clint. Let's get it, man. You want me to look at the short-term, like super short-term time frames? I got you, man. I got you. What's the vector in play before the close? They are short-term candles. Let us know the last one and call the retrace up or down since it's so easy. Okay, let's go to the 5-minute chart, man. You want to do this, Clint? Let's do this. Let's do this, bro. You want to do this? We're gonna freaking do this. Let's go a little bit shorter term time frame here because we got to make it before the close, he said. All right, so what's Bitcoin going to do here? Listen, I mean, you can't go too short-term time frame. I don't go anything past the 15-minute, and there's not really much here in the 15-minute, to be honest. I mean, I guess we can look at, like, the 5-minute chart. It's not, you know what I mean? It's not, to me, I don't like to use anything past the 15-minute. That's what I've noticed, but... I mean, I guess we can try it. Let's try it, right? For fun, let's try it. Why not, man? Just for you, bro. That's very true, man. All right. I don't usually like to do it below the 15-minute, but just for Clint, we'll do it for fun, see if it works. All right, so we have a vector candle here. We got 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits to the downside. All right, let's see if this plays out, man. Let's see if we come back up to take this one right here. Right? This is like super short-term time frame shit. This is like 3-minute time frame shit. So take that for what you will. But you know, let's see if it comes back up and takes this vector candle right here. Right? So we have the pink vector candle, which is normally red. I just changed it because you guys wanted the normal colors. Let's see if we come back up to this range right here in the 3-minute, man. Just for Clint. Just for Clint. All right? Just for Clint. I had to bet boss this morning 50 bucks. Let's see. Let's make Jordan some money by competing. Oh, jeez. The Dronic said, you know the market is bad when Clinton isn't doing $100 super chats. It's very true, man. Very true. Very true. It is what it is. Teach us the way of the vector. I don't, like I said, we'll see. We'll see if it plays out there. All right. So we're going to watch that in the next 40 minutes. Let's go back to some other stuff here. I mean, we're just chilling in a range, man. I don't know about you guys. I'm sick of this freaking range, though. I am sick of this freaking range. Going on to the monthly time frame. We got the monthly close coming up in 5 days, right? I mean, the monthly still has a little bit lower to go, in my opinion, too, right? Typically, the bear market bottoms at about a 43 on the RSI. We're sitting at a 47, so... Once again, still showing a little bit of downside. Everything that I look at still shows a little bit of downside comparative to previous markets. I know comparing to previous markets isn't always the best way to look at things, right? But, I mean, it is what it is. It's better than looking at tech dev charts and having Elliott wave theories to 250K in 2022. I mean, it's better than those, right? So, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. What do you mean, Jordan? We're still going to 250K in 2022. Didn't you see the pump today? Look at the pump that we got today. Look at the 4-hour chart. We just got a 1% pump. Strap up. We're going to the moon. Strap up. Yes. Wow, look at that 1% move to the upside. We're still going up. I'm Jimmy with the $500 stimmy. Strap up. We're going to the moon. Shut the hell up, Jimmy. Shut up, Jimmy. I'm trying to bench press over here. Ugh. Ugh. The best channel in the interwebs. Friggin'. Ugh. The best channel in the interwebs. Ugh. Oh, God. One of these days I'm gonna give myself a freaking whatever it's called doing that. But yeah, so that's that. 29-4, 29-4. Let's see what happens here, man. Let's see what happens here, man. All right. So yeah, like I said, man, everything's still pointing slightly lower to me. I mean, does that mean I'm like some huge bear? No, man. I'm just being realistic. I'm still a super bull on Bitcoin, and I do believe that we'll go back up to the upside in the longer term, medium term. I still think we're going to go back up to the upside, but you know, I'm just being realistic short term, man. Just being realistic short term. Hold on, let me take a sip of water here. Oh, there we go. Hernia, yeah. I'm gonna give myself one of those soon. Let's see. Remember when you first started and didn't have all the fancy stuff? All the fancy stuff. We don't really got any fancy stuff, man. We're just kind of a chilling. Like I said, I want to add more stuff. So like during boring times, I want to look at more short-term time frames. Because I know there's a lot of traders out there, especially in the short term, like when there's nothing going on for weeks. You know, which sometimes happens in these bear markets, right? There's literally nothing going on for weeks. Gotta have something to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Let's go check out ETH. So ETH, altcoins got absolutely plummeted today, right? Even ETH, which I don't consider an altcoin, got absolutely chillaxed. ETH got absolutely destroyed, right? It got served up on a platter and turned into a rich potato. Hey, Jordan, I missed you, baby. Will you take me back? Will you take me back, Jordan? No, I don't want you, ETH. Get out of here, you stupid rich potato. But anyways, ETH got absolutely decimated today. So you actually had a move all the way down to like 1734. Let me know if you picked up some $1,700 ETH. Let me know if you picked some up today. If you didn't, once again, that's okay. That's okay. It's not really a big deal. Everyone has their own plan. But let me know if you did. Let me know if you did in the chat. And ETH at the moment is looking interesting because, quite frankly, now the interesting thing is we said that we had to take this wick, and Ethereum did take that wick, right? It came back down and took the wick. But now, unfortunately, now we made another wick to the downside, right? So you can already see that ETH is starting to come back down here. Will it come back down and take that wick again? All right, that's the question. I do think this is going to retrace back to the 50 EMA at some point. But, if history repeats, and it usually does, are you going to see that one hit to the downside, move back up, second hit to the downside, move back up? All right, classic W formation to retake that wick. More often than not, that does happen, right? More than not, that does happen. So let's watch that for ETH. I still think you're going to come back down and take that wick here in the short term before the eventual W reversal, then probably the retest of the 50 EMA in the 4-hour time frame, if I had to guess, man. Something along those lines for Ethereum. A slight move back down, retake this wick, right? And then a move back up. But the good thing is, at least he came back down and took this wick that we've been talking about. People call me crazy. You're not going to take that wick. You ain't going down there. Well, you did, right? You love to come back down and take the wicks. Daily stock RSI still topped out. Once again, I can't see a rally with the daily stock RSI topped out. Doesn't mean we're going to dump down to like 15K, but, I still think we're going to see a little bit of a reset there. All right, let's go back to BTC. So, man, look at these wicks on the top side of these candles, man. Right? Especially at the 50 EMA. They just do not want anything to do with the 50 EMA. Just rejection, big wick, rejection. Big wick rejection, big wick rejection. They want nothing to do with that 50 EMA. Think you're going to come back down here once again. All right, so other than ETH, there's a lot of altcoins that got pretty decimated today. And it's what I've been saying, guys. Bitcoin doesn't even have to drop for altcoins to just get decimated, right, against BTC. It doesn't even have to drop. Like, look what Bitcoin did today. Bitcoin literally just had a sideways day. And you got altcoins down 12%, 11%, 8%, 7%, right? Bitcoin doesn't even have to drop for altcoins to bleed. So just be careful with altcoins, man. If you're going to invest in altcoins, you got to be okay with the fact that they could still drop 50%. If you're not okay with that, well, guess what? You're going to end up panic selling at some point.
Rant alert.
You got to be okay with altcoins still dropping lower. If you're okay with it, you're going to make it, man. You're going to make it, but most people aren't okay with that. It is what it is. Celtics, Tex-Mex said Celtics take the title and you eat the sock because Bitcoin dropped below 20 or Celtics lose the title. I'd rather, that's a tough question, man. Would I rather the Celtics win the championship or me or Bitcoin drop below 20K? I'm gonna say I this might piss you guys off. I'd rather the Celtics win the championship and Bitcoin drop below 20K. 100%, right? Because I know where Bitcoin's going eventually. That won't faze me. But how often are you going to see the Celtics win the championship? Not very often. I know where Bitcoin's going anyways. So I'm thinking the Celtics winning the championship. Sorry, guys. It is what it is. It is what it is. Taser said, this is my favorite bearish channel. I think everyone's bearish right now, man. name me one person besides George that's bullish right now. Give me one person. Pawtucket said, all done work and doing B rips. Go UNCs. Let's go, Pawtucket. Let's go, Pawtucket. All right, let's friggin' go. So 29 to 393. All right, we're still watching this. We got a little booty with Clint here. Clint said, "You're a bitch. You're a bitch, dude." Oh man, he's definitely from Boston. Of course, man. Why does it matter if Bitcoin goes to 20K or 19K? Only thing that matters to me in the sock. For a long-term holder, it doesn't matter if Bitcoin drops below 20K or not. It doesn't matter. What's the difference? You're holding it anyways. What's the difference? I always think that. It's like, what's the difference between Bitcoin being at 20K or 30K? Does it really matter if you're going to hold it anyways? No. All that matters is you look at your portfolio, it's lower value at the current time. But in reality, you're not going to sell into a certain price anyway. So why does it matter what it does in the short term? It really doesn't. If you're a trader, okay. If you're a hodler, it doesn't friggin' matter. I'll continue to say that. Love you too, Clint. Clint, you are the only person that is allowed to call me a bitch, okay? You're the only person that can call me a bitch. My mom and you, okay? And my grandma, she can call me a bitch if she wants. But because if they call me a bitch, that means I'm really being a bitch. But yes, Clint, you have earned the right to call me a bitch. All right, so 29,401. All done. Pawtucket, thank you for the super chat again, man. Appreciate that, dude. I feel turned on. Oh, jeez. All right. So, I mean, we can look at other alts. I mean, it's 730. It just sucks that Bitcoin is still in this range, right? We thought we were breaking out of it today. All right. Bitcoin just came right back up and closed in it. It's brutal stuff. Brutal stuff. All right, let's see. So, short-term time frame stuff, right? We're looking at short-term time frame stuff, so take it for what it is. But we got the one hit, bop. Let's see if we come back up and take it. If we do this, okay, you owe me just an apology. That's all. That's all you owe me, Clint. If we come back up into this range before the close, you owe me an apology, okay? And it is what it is. You owe me a freaking apology, all right? And you need to go study this stuff. Just kidding, man. You don't need to do it. You can just watch my channel if you want to know. But let's see. Let's see if we do it, man. Let's see if we do it. We're going to keep watching. All right, what guys, any alts you want me to check out, let me know. Rado said everything is still overpriced as heck. I agree. I think we're going lower. I think Bitcoin's going to 22K, which means altcoins will probably drop another 50%. Just being honest. Just being honest here. If you're buying for your kids, grandkids, doesn't matter. Facts. Doesn't matter at all. Doesn't matter at all, man. There it goes, Vector Candle. The Vector Candle always plays out, man. Give it time. Give it time. Give it time. All right, let me take a sip of water, man. I drank so much water today. I drank all this. We're like right here on the jug. I drank a vitamin water, which still got a little in here. It's probably backwash at this point. Yeah, I drank a lot of liquid today. Watermelon, like, my gosh, man. Yeah, it's literally just backwash in here. Backwash! Yes! Jordan, give me that! Give me that! I want that backwash! There's still some meatloaf in there from last night. Meatloaf! Jordan, you have any more? Oh, God. This is how you know it's a bear market. All right. Too many colors, dude? You need the colors, man. You need the colors. You need the colors. All right. So that's that. I called 37-cent ADA, but now I don't know. Now you don't know, Keith? Now you don't know? All right. What else? What else? What else? What else, guys? What else? We can look at DXY. Like a lot of people saying that DXY is going to continue down. DXY has been continued down, but here's the thing, man. The DXY has been continued down, but Bitcoin hasn't done jack squat. Okay? Bitcoin hasn't done jack squat. You mean the DXY has been coming down since May 13th, 2 weeks, and Bitcoin hasn't done shiza. It's actually gone down the last 2 weeks. So, I mean, it is what it is. The DXY, you want it to come down in a macro sense, but, I mean, we want to see a giant move down, right? We don't want to see 2 weeks of downside. And we kind of said, let's see if we hold the 50 EMA. If the DXY breaks the 50 EMA, all right, we got some work. We can maybe we can work with this, right? But until it breaks the 50 EMA, I mean, we got to continue to watch this, right? That bearish divergence played out very, very nicely here on the RSI and the price action. But we got to break that 50 EMA for the USD index. For us to get super, super excited about that. Super, super excited, man. You know who's super, super excited. You know who's super, super excited. Who's super, super excited? Crypto Rover super, super excited. Yes, yes, guys. And I think that Bitcoin is going back up to the upside. The DXY is absolutely crashing. I am super, super excited right, guys. Now, you need to use my Bybit link. It's in the description down below. I just put in a massive, massive long position over here on Bybit. 1000x. Yes, I am super, super excited right now, guys. Bitcoin is back in a bull market. Bull market. Oh, God, man. Oh, all right. This is why I stay off Twitter. This is why I stay off Twitter, man. All right. I can't. I don't know about you guys, man. I can't use Twitter. I can't use crypto Twitter. I try to sometimes, right? I try to sometimes, and I'm like, bro, what is going on here, man? What is going on here? Every little pump. Bitcoin's back in a bull market. Every little pump. It's like, dude. Come on, man. I get it. At some point, yes, you'll be right. But holy moly, man. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. It's the Henny. That face is creepy. It is. It is. All right, so DXY. Let's go look at the NASDAQ real quick. We'll look at a couple different things. The NASDAQ trying to make a W reversal, right? We know we love the W's, right? We love the one hit to the downside, come back up, second hit to the downside. But we need to break this like 1190, really like 12,000 level for us to confirm the W reversal for the NASDAQ. If the NASDAQ can make some reversal to the upside, right? If the NASDAQ can see some reversal to the upside, which we want to break that like $1,200 level, maybe we can see some short-term rally up for the NASDAQ here, which... in theory, which hasn't really been the case here, can bring Bitcoin up. So, you know, all in all, there's a couple good things going on. You're seeing the DXY start to kind of hit a little bit of a wall here. You're seeing the NASDAQ try to build a base. You see... Did Jordan just say base? Wow. I'm George. Jordan's George. Guys... Jordan just said that the NASDAQ is building a base here at 1100. I told you guys the bases work, okay? I told you guys the bases work. Bitcoin's building a base, and the NASDAQ is building a base here at the $1,100 level. Jordan, I didn't know you like bases too. I didn't know you liked them. Holy shiza, man. I didn't know you like bases. I like Legos too. Can we build a base out of Legos? No? Shit. Okay, well... we're building a base. But let's see the NASDAQ continue to build the base, man. Let's see. It's all about that base. The base. It's all about that base. About that base. No tremble. You know that song. George, get rid of some people here. Get rid of some people here. It's very, very true. Very, very true. All right. 740 people watching, only 44 likes. No way there's only 44 likes. Star-Lord, I think you need to refresh the stream, my friend. Smash the like button up, guys. Smash the like button up, though. All right, smash it, smash it, smash it like you never smashed it before. Smash that like button up to a new all-time highs, man. Smash it, smash it, smash it. You know, it's guys. I mean, it's the continued, just waiting for. I'm just waiting for this range, man. This is so much confluence here about 22K, right? The 200 SMA, just so much confluence there, right? You got the Fibonacci logarithmic regression curve coming up. You get the 200 SMA coming in right there, and that's where Bitcoin's bottom every single time, man. You get the weekly RSI coming to this range. I don't know what else. I don't know what else to tell you, man. That's where I think we're going. That's where I believe that we are going. But first of all, I do think we're going to see that move to the downside here to reset the stock RSI in the daily, right? I think we're going to come back down here, and then we're going to see that retrace back up to the upside, right? Back up to this general range up here, right? Mid 30Ks, high to 40K before, you know, I mean, at that point, you got to see what happens at that point. But, you know, I would think a continued move to the downside would be the case there. Let's see. I have never used Twitter. Nice, man. Can we dump and get it over with? Hey, we're waiting for the dump to get it over with, man. We're waiting. All right, 740. 740 here. Me smashed it. Nice. Me smashed it. But yeah, man. That's what we're watching here, bro. Waiting for the M formation back down to take the vector candle back down to the downside, right? On the hourly time frame. Boop, boop, boop. Move right down to the downside. Back down to the smiley face. To take that vector candle there. And also come back down and possibly take this wick here on the hourly. So let's see if that plays out here. That might not play out till tomorrow. So keep that in mind. Like this move might not play out till tomorrow. But we can at least watch the short-term time frames to see what happens. 22K, you're still going to miss it. I get your DCAing, but since you're going to miss the bottom, but me, a double cheeseburger, I got you the double cheeseburger, Clint, for sure, man. For sure. All right, let's see what you guys are saying here. All social media sucks. Facts. Facts. Absolute facts. The world was better before social media. Twitter is trash. Yes. Let's see. What are you guys saying here? I'm just trying to read the chat here. What you guys are saying. Even if Bitcoin touches the 200, it won't be until the 50 comes down more. Potentially, right? Potentially. We're like the 50 EMA in the daily right now is at 34,746, right? So, I mean, it doesn't have to be some huge like move to the downside. I mean, you could continue in this range for a while, right? See this range? I mean, you have a downtrend of resistance, horizontal support. You can just continue in this range, right? You continue to just kind of bonk, 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 bonk in this range, right? The 50 EMA continues to come down here. Like you said, you come back down to the downside. Right? Then you come back up, you hit the 50 EMA, this continues to the downside. Then it has that move back down. Right? Sort of how I see it playing out. I could be wrong. It is what it is. Right? No one actually knows what's going to happen in the market. It's just, I mean, all in all, it's just a guess. Right? All in all, it's just a guess. But let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Internet. Let's see. Oh, okay, I'm going for 21K water flat. 21K? Hey man, 21K is very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. 21K. It's like 21K is that level where no one thinks it's gonna go, right? Because you got the 200 SMA coming in at 22K, and then you got the previous all-time high coming in at 20K, right? So 21K would be interesting, right? That would be an interesting level because no one's really calling for 20. Everyone's calling for 20K, 22K, But no one's going for 21K. That would definitely be interesting. Definitely be interesting. Let's see. We gonna go down a little? We gonna go down. 19,999. I'd be so pissed if we went to 19,999. I would be absolutely furious if that happened. Furious, because then I would have to eat the sock, and I mean, I would basically have to eat the sock, even though I technically wasn't wrong. It just went $1 below. I technically wouldn't be wrong, but you know, I guess I technically would be wrong, but it is what it is. Can we just touch it softly? No, we have to touch it very, very hard, man. We have to absolutely obliterate it. We have to smack it, right? Not softly. Not this. No, we have to. That's what we have to do. Don't eat the sock. Some of you, I like how some of you guys are actually worried about me. Like, if I eat the sock, what's going to happen to me? I appreciate some of you guys being worried about me. Some of you guys are like, no, eat the sock, Jordan. Eat the damn sock. But we'll find out. We'll find out what happens when I eat the sock. I'm not going to eat the sock, but... What happened? Java scribble sock on your screen? Even a wick counts for sock? Very true. No, a wick... Yes, I will count the wick for the sock. It's not usually just... It's not usually just a wick, but a weekly close. Yeah, it's usually a weekly close above the 200 SMA. Right? So you can have intra-week, right? Intra-week you can have a wick below. Right? And that's the part that might screw me, right? If you see a wick below it like this, and the weekly ends up closing back above the 200 SMA, that's when you could get screwed, man. That's when I can get screwed, potentially. Same thing happened back down here. You had a wick, but you closed above it. And it's the same thing over here. It just doesn't extend that far, but wick below, closed above it. So that's what screws me. You get a wick below the 200 SMA to like, you know, I don't know, like 17, 18K, and then it bounces back up. Oh, jeez. That would piss me off. They have edible socks like the underwear. True. True. You said on a close? Okay, did I say on the close? I don't remember. Guys, did I say on a close or not on a close? Did I say it? I can't remember. Twitter sucks. Yeah, Twitter, I would say Twitter is... No, I would say Instagram's the worst, but Twitter's the second worst. Actually, people think Facebook's the worst. I actually disagree. I think Instagram is the worst for you, and then Twitter's the worst for you. After that. And then Facebook. At least Facebook, like, you're just following like your family and shit on there. I did say it close. No. Of course you guys are going to say no. Listen, I'll take the L. I'll take the L. All right, Bitcoin's dumping. So the 3-minute, man. Somebody don't look at the 3-minute chart. But doesn't look like the 3 minutes going to work out unless we get some big pump to the upside here. That's why I don't look at the 3-minute chart. I like to stick to at least the 15-minute, if not the hourly. But we're getting that move down in the hourly time frame. Right? And this is more so what I care about. If I lose my bet with Clint, it is what it is. It is what it is. It was a 3-minute chart. I wasn't very confident in it anyways. Hourly. All right, let's see if we get that move back down to the smiley face here. Back down to about, at least, I would say at least comes back down to like 29K even. All right, let's see what happens here. Right before the close. We got 14 minutes into the close. So let's see what happens on this. 29.3. Rip BTC. How's that vector bet chant? You know what, Clint? Let's see. Come back into the range, man. Come back into that range. Come back into the move. The move has been just short. Every time Bitcoin hits the 50 EMA, just short the shit out of Bitcoin. That has been the move. Literally for the last, this whole range, man. You just put a stop. You just literally put a stop above the previous highs. You could have just shorted the 50 EMA every single time. Every single time you test it. Even every time you get close, you just short the 50 EMA. 29,311. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Clint got the SC by shorting all. Y'all, he's smart. Let's see. Check out Carl the Moon exposed video where he's dumping Costo at the same time promoting it to his audience. I have to watch that before I judge it, man. I'm not going to judge that. But we know our boy our boy Carl.
And I'm here to bring you this cryptocurrency video. Bitcoin has fallen out from this falling wedge, and I have made a 100x on my long position over here on Bybit. You guys should go use my Bybit link. Links down in the description. Bybit link, Bybit link, Bybit link, Bybit link, Bybit link, Bybit link, Bybit link.
We know you like Bybit. All right, there we go. So we'll see here. So I see people talking about time frames for bottom. Like, what could be? Spit, don't swallow that freaking sock. Man, bro. Oh God, I can't even think about the sock. I can't even think about that sock in my mouth. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. I can't even come to even think about that damn sock in my mouth. God damn. Facts, LB. Facts. You know, time frames for bottom. I'm still gonna stick to this, man. I don't think we go that much lower, and I don't think we have that much lower to go. Even time frame wise, right? From top here, I'm gonna stick to this, man. We're about 58 weeks from the April high, which I believe was the true mania phase and the true high. All right, I'm gonna stick by that. I do not think that November should have happened in theory. 52 weeks, and 2014 was also 58 weeks. You guys get that point. It's not just that. It's actually the time that you broke from the 50 EMA happens to line up with kind of where we are relatively right now, right? So 59 weeks, 52 weeks, we're at 58 weeks. It's just, man, I got to go based off precedence that you're about at that time frame where you bottom, but I just still think that you're going to see that 200 SMA, and I'm going to stick to it, right? I mean, people, there's some people that don't agree with me. There's a lot of people that don't agree with me. There's a lot of people that do agree with me. It is what it is. I'm going to stick to my convictions that we still go down here, right? I'm going to stick to my convictions, because that's just what I'm going to do. Right, 50 weeks since we broke the 50 week, right? So we're at the typical time we bottom in a bear market. Since we broke the 50 week, we have been going down for about 20 weeks, right? Last time in 2018, how long did it take when we broke the 50 week? It took us took us 29 weeks, right? And if we actually look at in 2014 how long it took us, it took us 22 weeks, right? So we're at, how much did we say we're at right now? We're at, let's see, from this candle down, we're at 21. So we're getting back into that range. I mean, very, very time frame wise would match up with other cycles. As always, like, you know, comparing to other cycles is sort of a guess at that point, because this is so much different in the markets, but you know, everything's kind of pointing to the bottom being within the next couple weeks, and at the 200 SMA based off previous cycles. So I'm still gonna stick by that. Still think we're bottom here at around 22, a little bit higher than 22K within the next couple weeks. That's sort of my macro thesis here. If 22K does drop, I've obviously got previous all-time highs, which Bitcoin's never dropped below the previous all-time highs at 20K. You still got that range, all right? I don't see 20K breaking as well. You guys already know my sock bet, so that's really the general gist of the weekly time frame, man. We're waiting to break out of this. For your week's guess, you won't see 22K or 25K. Damn, you just won't learn. Clint, are you the same guy that told me not to take profits at 46K? Come on, man. Don't make me bring it up, bro. Don't make me bring it up. Bah! Get kicked in the nuts, man. Get kicked in the nuts. And I should have stuck to my conviction over there, but I didn't. I did not stick to my conviction. And that's one of my lessons. Stick to my convictions. Stick to my gut feeling. Stick to my convictions. And I'll continue to stick to my convictions. Clinton told me not to take profits at 46K. He said I'm a dumbass. SOC 100% incoming. True. BTC doesn't have a big round bottom. I like it. Nice. You seem to be forgetting ETH. All right, ETH. This is what you sound like, man. This is what. Obviously, I know that Bitcoin's never seen a market like we've seen right now. This is what you sound like, my friend. All right, this is what you sound like. You seem to forget that Bitcoin has never seen a true bear market in the stock market. So you're using past cycles. It's useless. It's useless to look at past cycles. No scheisse, man. But that's all we have to look at, man. If we're just like gonna blindly go into it with no previous data, what's the point of even looking at anything, man? So we look at things to try to get the best guess. At the end of the day, it's a guess. Okay? Obviously, we all know this. We're not friggin' dumb. Right? We're not dumb. All right? So, ETH. Thank you, Captain Obvious, for coming out. All right? It is what it is. Thank you, man. Thank you, man. No, you were wrong, Jordan. The last cycle and the one before, we go down 85% from all-time highs. So the bottom should come in at around 10.5K. Peter, have fun waiting at 10.5K, man. I hope it comes for you. I do. That would be great. I don't see it happening, but I hope it comes for you, man. We need a time travel.
Don't be afraid to start trading again. Follow Tino well, and you will make dollar you rock hard.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you for that, man. That's nice of you. That thing with Carl the Moon, Bybit. I'm still dying. By the way, don't be afraid to start trading again. Follow Tino well, and you'll make money. Exactly, man. Exactly. It is what it is. It is what it is. It's not meant for 3-minute charts. That's why this one didn't play out. I just did it for fun. It is what it is. I love to say it is what it is. It's more for, I would say, use it for the 15-minute time frame and up. Nothing lower than that, but I'm more so watching this hourly M formation to come back down. But I appreciate that, my guy, Jeff. Appreciate you, man. When Tino collab, I'd love to have Tino on the channel, man. That would be dope. That would be dope. To learn from him on here live, I would love that. If you're watching, hit me up on Twitter. That's probably the best way you can contact me. If you're watching. I know you're watching earlier. Let's see. Supports don't matter when the index bubbles are bleeding out. When the index bubbles are bleeding out. True. Does anyone really know anything? I mean, I tweeted this earlier. Where did I tweet earlier, man? Where did I tweet earlier? I tweeted this earlier, man. Hold up. Let's go back to my profile here. I tweeted this right here, and I would love nothing more than this to be true. I basically said, I'm bearish short term, but I would actually love to be wrong, which is true. I would love to be wrong. And see Bitcoin rally right now just to show that no one knows anything in this market, which is also true. Time is our only obstacle, which is also true. All right? And you got Clint coming in, man. I love when Clint comes in on Twitter and posts this thing. And we also got Mike coming in and saying, I need Java to teach me how to short tonight. Nice, my man. But this is so true, man. Like, I am bearish short term, but I would love to be wrong, right? Because everyone thinks that there's freaking genius right now. When really no one knows anything. I'll continue to say that. No one really knows anything. Everyone on Twitter is a macroeconomist, right? But no one really knows anything, right? And everyone is like, yes, I'm short-term bearish, but I would rather be wrong and have everyone seem like they don't know anything for me than me be right, right? I'm serious. So, I mean that's the general gist of it, man. That's the general gist of it. No one knows Shiza in this market. Everyone was bullish at 69K. Now everyone's bearish at 29K. What does that tell you, man? Everyone and their mother was bullish at 69K besides really only people that are always bearish, okay? The only people that are bearish at 69K were people that are always bearish, all right? And are just pessimists. Now everyone's bearish to the downside. I would love for myself to be wrong, and I would love for everyone to be wrong. I would love. Just followed you on Twitter. Thank you, Steve. Let's see. I disagree with the theory that bear market cancels charts. Hey, well, I mean, we'll find out, man. All right, so Bitcoin's coming back down. M formation coming back down to the range. All right, so it looks like we're breaking the M formation. Let's see if we get that close. If Bitcoin closes below this previous wick here, we're going to see that M formation play out, and we're going to come back down and take this liquidity down here in this blue vector candle here. We're going to come back down and into this general level, right? This general level. Would be surprised if it actually comes all the way back down to the previous closes, back down to 28.8. But let's see. We also got the stock RSI also topped out on the hourly. So a lot of confluence there, showing that a move back down is, in fact, coming. I hope I'm wrong, man. Hope I'm wrong. I like an apology, Vector Sack. Vector Sack. Tell the new love of your life, Tino, his vectors are bullshit too. Oh, Tino, his vectors? No, his vectors aren't BS, man. They are not BS. They're not been BS. For the first time in my life, I've called pretty much every short-term move correctly. For the first time in my life. Because I'm kind of an idiot. You know what I'm saying? I'm not actually an idiot. I just like to come off as an idiot because I don't like people that try to sound smart. I'm serious. I'd rather come off as an idiot and be myself than try to act like I'm smart. Or have an accent so it sounds like I'm smarter than I am. You know, to be fair. All right, so 29,195. So here we go, back into the range, man, back into the range. There we go. There we freaking go, back into the range. Who put a short up in here? Let me know if you put a short up in here, M formation. Let me know if you put in a short for BTC. Coming back down to take the range. If I wasn't streaming, I probably would have put in a short right here. Probably would have put a short in here. Right when Bitcoin went up to the 50 EMA, I probably would have shorted right there. That's why we had the smiley face before the stream started. But there we go, man. Nice stuff. Sound clip. True. Let's see. You ever play cake? Cake? This is what it is. Lizard people. Clint, I apologize to you, man. I apologize to you. It is what it is. We love you, idiot. True. Back to McDonald's pattern. There it is. It is back to McDonald's pattern, man. Ah, shit. I have to stream again. Oh, my God. I said Bitcoin was building a good base again today. I said the NASDAQ was going up. I said that Bitcoin was going to follow. Shit, man. I don't want to stream again. Why do I stream 3 times a day? I'm burnt out. Everyone can see it. I look miserable on every stream. Christ, man. So sick of this. God, why does Bitcoin keep going down? Bitcoin, just go up. Please. Just go up. I can't take this. You're in a bear trend, not a bear market. Freaking damn it. I can't take this anymore. Build a base. Build a friggin' base and go up. Oh, God, man. Just take a mill. Just take a Miller. Take a Miller. All right. The bear trend. Listen, man. George's philosophy is correct, man. Listen. George's philosophy is correct. If you hold, you're gonna be the winner. Okay. I totally agree with George on that, but why would he just admit it's a bear market? Why is he so insistent it's a bear trend? Oh, jeez, man. He loves the bear trend. He loves trends. He won't say bear market. It's so funny, man. I find it hilarious. I find it literally hilarious. It's great. It's great. Anyways. All right, let's get George. If you're ever watching this, man, can you just type in the chat why you just won't admit it's a bear trend or a bear market? Come on. Tony Dang said it's not a bear market. Jeez, bro. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. All right. Let's continue on here. Let's continue on. George, Clint, I accept your apology. Come here, man. Come here. It's so freaky. Let's see. Bonk market. Pretty much. We had the daily close. And now we watch BTC. Again. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. We actually recovered about half of this vector candle here on the 4-hour time frame. We love to come back down and take about half of the vector candles. And now we're looking to see if, the hourly sometimes gives you a different view, right? The hourly would show that you come back down a little bit lower. So I'm gonna stick to that. Though the 4-hour, you already recovered half the vector candle. But I'm gonna stick to Bitcoin goes still. I know you're getting a little retrace right now. Getting a slight little retrace. Slight, ever so slight retrace. I'm gonna stick to the fact that I think you're gonna come a little bit lower here. Let's see. Let's see. True, Clint. True, Clint. Let's see. All right, let's watch. I'm just chilling, man. It's one of those days. It's one of those days for BTC. Let me tell you. A little for us hodlers, man. Holy moly, man. What a boring time. I don't even think is Crypto even making videos right now? Today for the Bitcoin charts. Again, yes, guys, and yes, I am bored. And I'm sitting here in my beautiful, beautiful sandcastle. And yes, I am sitting in a sandcastle. And yes, I am wearing no shoes. Okay. And yes, there is a bird sitting in on my shoulder here. Sorry, I didn't know what a shoulder was. Bitcoin. I am bored of Bitcoin, guys. I am super, super bored of Bitcoin. I don't know if I'm going to make any more videos for the next couple days. It is a boring range, my friends. It is a boring range. But yes, Bitcoin is forming a descending triangle. And I do see, and yes, I do see a move back down to take this wick down here all the way back down to the 27K level. I do say that, okay? So we're going to continue to watch that level. And that's really it, man. I'm more worried about my shoes at the moment. I'm not really worried about Bitcoin going down to the 27K. We still have our bigger macro pattern here, which is the double bottom that we're looking for Bitcoin to move back up. It was the same double bottom that we actually saw from all the way back down in 2018, where we had the double bottom, and the continued move to the upside. I'm still waiting for that to happen, where we have this double bottom and we continue to move to the upside. But that's it, guys. If you guys can smash that like button. You guys are the best channel on the interwebs. Smack up that like button. I will catch you guys later. In peace. Thank you, Chris. There was spitting on my face. Wes said, Curious Jordan, please choose Algo, UMA, or Inch. Or 1 inch. Not 2 inch. Let's go check. Let's do Algo. Let's go do Algo. I feel like most people will be more interested in Algo than any of those. Let's do Algo. So Algo, slowly but surely depreciating. I mean, just like everything else. Let's go look at the daily time frame on Algo. Little old Algorand. Yeah, I mean, Algo, just like every alt, man, we said they were going to come back down and take these wicks. And what do you know? You came back down and took the wicks. Do you really have anything at the moment that's showing any signs of reversal? I mean, you might have some slight bullish divergence, right? I don't know if I can call bullish divergence in a downtrend like that. You haven't really confirmed a bounce. So I can't confirm a bullish divergence until you see a green candle pop up here at least. But you have slightly higher highs and slightly lower highs. So let's see if we can close today, or I guess technically today, green. But other than that, I mean, it's the same. It's gonna follow BTC, right? And I personally think Bitcoin's, at the very least, they're gonna go sideways, and most likely it's gonna go down, in my personal opinion. So I still see Algo coming lower, man. And I know that's like hard to believe after it dropped from 2 something, right? Now it's down at 38 cents. But I still see Algo coming lower, man. Do we have anything looking left? Let's actually go to the weekly time frame. Let's look at some of these longer term time frames on algo. Mr. Algorand. It's going to come back up and retrace this at some point. But right now, yeah, man. You don't really got much that's to go off of here. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, really, I mean, this one just looks, on the weekly, it just looks like absolute poop, man. I mean, on the weekly, I would say if this range right here doesn't hold, this range right here, we have some previous highs. If this range doesn't hold here, I mean, I could see you potentially coming back down to test like these ranges here, back down to like 25 cents. But that's if Bitcoin has another drop. You see 25 cents. But algo, I mean, just like a lot of the alts, and it's not just algo, but yeah, I mean, the hope is on the daily time frame you get that W reversal, but the weekly, still see algo coming a little bit lower in my personal opinion, man. A little bit lower in my personal opinion, if I'm going to be honest. You know, just to keep it simple, bro. Oh, I mean, if you could choose between the three, curious? Oh, I got you, Wes. I got you on algo. I mean, really, altcoins, I see altcoins going lower, man. You know, 25 cents. Right back down to these previous lows and these previous highs. Just because I see Bitcoin, even if Bitcoin ranges sideways, I still think altcoins bleed against BTC. And at the very least, Bitcoin goes lower, altcoins go lower. You know what I'm saying? Someone said 19. Yeah, I mean, it could come back down to 19 too, which is crazy. I mean, you're pushing lows. At that point, you're pushing lows you haven't seen since like the bull market started in 2020, man. I mean, you're really pushing those lows on alts. Really. All right, 173 for BTC. So we're continuing the move down. The daily close was kind of a nothing burger, man. I mean, not really anything crazy on the daily close. Just a big wick on the downside, which typically gets recovered. So another reason why I think we're going back down to the downside. Let's find out. Let's find out as always. But you know, it is what it is. AKA the bubble popper. Hey, man. There's no dream killer. There's no dream killer. You should look at these times as times. I hate to sound like a broken record, man. That's why it's I hate to say the same thing over and over again every day. And that's why like a lot of times some days, you know, some days I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm talking about different things than I usually do, and I just hate sounding like a broken record saying, you know, these days are the days we look back at that we'll look back at and be glad that we accumulated, which I do think they're true. I do think they're true. I mean, at least for Bitcoin and Ethereum, I think altcoins could suffer a little bit more, in my personal opinion, but it is what it is. At least for Bitcoin and Ethereum, we'll look back at these days as days that we wish we just accumulated more. We always do, right? Go back in the past, this years that you wish you could accumulate Bitcoin, and then this year will be no different. I just don't say it every day, just because it sort of gets monotonous at some point, you know. But I still truly believe that. I still truly believe these are the best times you'll have to accumulate. And even if we go lower, I mean, it is what it is. 29K. I mean, people wish they could have 29K BTC when BTC was in the 50K, 60Ks. Now no one wants to touch it, right? So remember how you thought when Bitcoin was going up. I think that's the best way to put it. Like, remember how you thought when Bitcoin was going 40K, 50K, 60K. You wish you had another chance to buy at 29K. It's here, but a lot of people don't want to take advantage of it, right? So that's kind of goes to say, I mean, it's the same thing when the market's going back down. Remember how it felt when the market was up, right? It's kind of the same scenario. For the opposite reason, which is take profits to the upside, which I will not, okay, make that mistake next time. I will not listen to Clint, who told me not to take profits, okay? I'm just messing with you, Clint. I kind of am. So maybe I'm a little salty still. But in reality, I don't want to sound like a broken record. So that's why I don't say it every day. But these times you'll look back at and wish you bought more, for sure. Let's see. No, we're not talking about Luna, man. I'm done talking about Luna. I'm so sick of talking about Luna. I'm so sick of seeing Luna. So I don't want to talk about Luna, man. I'm going to be honest. Nobody pushes the buy and sell buttons but you. Facts. I'm not blaming. Listen, I'm just messing with Clint, man. It all comes down to you, man. It all comes down to you. And listen, no one's gonna force you to buy, man. Just like no one's gonna force you to sell, right? No one's gonna be sitting here. You have to do it. You have to be the one that does it. It's like anything with life, man. No one's gonna tell you to go to the gym every day. You have to do it. No one's gonna tell you to do this every day. You have to do it. No one's going to tell you to drink water every day. You have to do it. It's the same way when the prices go down, right? The prices are going to continue down. No one's going to tell you to press that buy button by yourself. At some point, you can't make money. At some point, if your goal is to buy low and make money back up to the upside, you only can do that if you got skin in the game. So at some point, you're going to have to press that buy button. Now, I'm not going to tell you when to buy. That's not why I'm here. I'm going to tell you guys what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you guys what I'm going to do. I'm going to have fun with it. But at some point you gotta pull the trigger. And I said that, Ben Cowan also said something on Twitter today, and I sort of replied to him, and that wasn't like any shot or anything. I just slightly disagree with what he's saying. I agree with what he's saying at the moment, but right here, man, he said right here, right? I'll click on this one right here. You guys can see what I said. So right here, he said, for people who joined crypto in 2021, you probably do not understand what a cheap altcoin is. I know these posts elicit negative comments, but I'm sincerely just trying to warn you from falling into the same traps I fell into the past. And I basically said, I do agree with generally not going all in on alts at the moment, which I agree. I'm sticking to Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay, Bitcoin and Ethereum, that's what I'm sticking with at the moment. And then I also said I am sticking to Bitcoin and Ethereum. At some point, you have to pull the trigger. All right, no one can time the bottom. Waiting for the market to go back up to buy alts will get you buying a dead cat bounce, which is also true, right? So at some point, you're gonna have to pull a trigger. If you're gonna wait for the market to go back up, more is probably a higher likelihood that you're just gonna buy a fake bounce and it's gonna go back down lower, right? I hate the whole scenario. Wait for the market to bounce to buy. Wait for the market to bounce to buy. That's easy to say, but like when the time comes and are you gonna be able to actually do it? Or are you gonna just say, oh no, it's not gonna go higher, I'm not gonna buy, and then one time it's gonna continue up and you're gonna end up FOMOing in at insane levels, right? It happens every time. If that wasn't the case, there would be no market, right? There wouldn't be people foaming at the top if that wasn't the case. Right? At some point, you got to pull the trigger. Now, I do agree with him right now. I'm not touching altcoins at the moment. But at some point, you got to pull that trigger, man. Right? I mean, you can't just be fearful forever. And that's sort of my my thought process there. Let's see. That's why DCA. True. Very, very true. Very, very true. Let's see. Sure. 10 out of 10 voice of an altcoin buyer there? No, man. I haven't touched altcoins. I've actually been selling my altcoins into Bitcoin and ETH. I haven't bought an altcoin in quite a while. I haven't bought an altcoin in quite a while, man. When do I buy back in? No one knows, man. You gotta... This is what I keep saying, man. I mean, you can listen to everyone and their freaking mother. Every channel and their freaking mother is going to tell you a different price. No one really knows. You gotta do all your research and come up with the best case scenario for you, okay? No one knows when the bottom is going to be, okay? You got... Listen, how many people are in the crypto space? I mean, I could name 10 people off the top of my head that think that the different bottoms, okay? I can name 20 different people, 30 different people. Does anyone really know? No. You got to come up with your own plan and stick to it, man. No one really knows when the bottom is going to be. And everyone tries to act like they know, and it's like, oh, I'm going to wait to the bottom to buy. The bottom could already be in, for all I know, right? I have no freaking clue. The bottom could be at 3K, for all I know. I have no freaking clue, right? But at some point, you got to pull the trigger, man. And if you have no skin in the game... you're gonna miss out. So I mean, you gotta do what you think is right. No one really knows. You're gonna have chat warriors and Twitter warriors and all these people acting like they know where it's gonna go. No one really does. No one really does. Jordan's gonna eat the sock for sure. Yeah, we'll find out. We'll find out. We'll find out at the end of the day. maybe it's stupid, but I bought Avalanche today. Hey, listen, man. Avalanche will be back above $23 at some point. Okay? Quite frankly, I mean, it could drop lower. I mean, the next range I'm looking at is $15 for AVAX. It could drop to $15. But are you going to be mad at a $23 AVAX if it drops to $15? I would argue no, right? I would argue no. You know what I'm saying? I would literally argue no. Will eating the sock be seasoned or sweat with a clean sock? No. I haven't decided yet. It's definitely going to be seasoned in some way. I need some... my tongue, man. And this is what I kind of say, man. If I go back in the past, bro, it's like this, man. I mean, in reality, if you're a bottom timer, which I guess I'm kind of being as well, and I'll admit it. Actually, I'm not really being a bottom timer. I'm still buying the last couple weeks, man. But I mean, in reality, would you be mad? Say we're right here for BTC. Say we have say we have 50% lower to go. Say if the bottom for Bitcoin is going to be at 14K, right? Let's just pretend 14K is the bottom for BTC, right? Can we all agree that, though I don't think 14K is likely, right? Let's just pretend that 14K is the bottom, right? Let's say 14K is the bottom, right? And we're at what, 29K at the moment. Would you be mad, okay, buying BTC at 6K in 2018? Would you be mad at buying Bitcoin at 6K in 2018? The answer is no, all right? And this is what I always like to remind myself. It's like, after so much downside, which it definitely can have more, in reality, I even the 28K buys, 29K buys, you got to look back at it and someday and just be like, shit, I'm an idiot, man. I'm an idiot. Why didn't I buy more? Because quite frankly, if you did see another 50% drop, right? Let's say you dropped to 3K, the equivalent of dropping to 3K in 2018, right? Let's say you did drop to 14K, which it typically doesn't like to stay at the bottom for too long either, but let's say you drop to 14K, right? It just for instance, Bitcoin drops to 14K. For whatever reason. I don't know what the reason would be, but let's say it happens. Like, in reality, I mean, it's not going to really... Yes, it matters. You can pick up more crypto. But in reality, you're probably not going to buy everything you do here because here's the psychology of the market, right? If everyone's going to buy the bottom, like it'll be there for 2 seconds, right? It wouldn't be a bottom. It would be just a giant wick in theory if everyone's going to buy there. So here's the thing, man. Like, if that did happen, all right, the psychology of the market is you're not going to buy down here. Why? Because you're going to see that 50% drop and you're just going to think it's going to go lower, right? You're just going to say, oh, it's going to go to 1K now. It dropped to 14K, so it's going to go to 1K now. 1K's coming. Whoa, 1K's coming, right? It's going to consolidate. You're going to continue to think that 1K's coming. And guess what? The market moves without you. And then what happens? What's the psychology after that? The market continues up. It's a bounce. It's not going to continue up. It's just a little dead cat bounce, right? And then Bitcoin consolidates again. And you're like, oh, look, Bitcoin's starting to round out. Bitcoin's starting to round out to the downside. Look it. And then Bitcoin rips to the upside again. And you're like, and at that point, okay, you start going, should I buy? I'll wait a little longer, see if Bitcoin's going to continue down, right? And then it's going to go sideways. Oh, look at Bitcoin. Oh, I should have bought. And that's when you're going to freaking buy, just like all the other plebs. And then it's going to come back down. Rinse and repeat, right? It's easy to say in hindsight, and it's easy to say before the fact that you're actually going to pull the trigger. But fact of the matter is, right? That's the way the psychology of the market works. And if that wasn't the way the psychology of the market works, we wouldn't have markets, right? We wouldn't have markets. So, that's sort of my point, and why I do agree with George that like DCAing is the way to go, because you don't really know when the bottom's going to be, right? You have no idea when the bottom's going to be, and that's probably what's going to happen again. When the whole thing that just happened, right? Everyone's been through that before. Everyone's been through that. So you're a George then? Oh, I've always agreed that DCing is the way to go. I just don't agree with not admitting that there's short-term downside risk. That's all. What's going on, man? What's going on, Zigzag? Ben Frost, what's up, man? Why would you buy at 29K when you can buy at 10K or lower? Because the point is, Rod. Oh my God. Damn, man. Rod. Rod, bro. Oh. Sometimes I just need a. I need a rant, man. It's Rod. It's comments like that just make me frustrated, man. Let's read what Rod said again.
Rant alert.
Right? Today's gonna be a rant stream, man. It is what it is. This is what Rod said. Where's Rod? Where's Rod? Rod said, "Why would you buy at 29K when you can buy at 10K or lower?" The answer is, Rob, you don't know if it's going to 10K. Okay? You have zero idea if it's going to 10K. Okay? So what happens if Bitcoin bounces right now if you have no skin in the game? You're going to keep waiting for 10K? Right? Let's say if Bitcoin goes to the 200 SMA and it bounces back up. You have no skin in the game. What are you going to do? What are you going to do, man? The market's going to bounce, and just like I say, you're going to call it dead cat bounce, blah, 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 blah. Right? And then you're never going to get in because you're always going to think it's a dead cat bounce. All right? You don't know. And people are like, oh, why would I buy here if it's going to go to 10K? You don't know if it's going to go to 10K. Right? And you're acting like it's like this guaranteed thing that Bitcoin's going to 10K. The thing about bear markets is everyone always thinks it's going to go lower. At some point it won't. Okay? Yes. Has it been going lower since November? Yes. It's been dipping. You should have been shorting the shit out of Bitcoin since November. Facts. Absolute facts. But at some point in this game, it is going to bounce and it's going to leave you behind. Okay? Everyone acts like this like guaranteed thing that Bitcoin's going to 10K. It's like, oh my God. Like, come on, man. like, dude. What kind of comment is that? It's like, dude, like, what is that? Some people are really the biggest fools. No, I wouldn't call them fools, man. It's just, it's that they don't. The red candles get to people, man. The red candles get to people, and they always think it's gonna go lower. They'll never have any skin in the game. There's no problem with keeping cash on the sidelines waiting for lower. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm keeping cash on the sidelines waiting for lower prices, but I also have skin in the game. Okay? In case I'm not just saying Bitcoin's 100% going to 22K and having nothing in crypto, okay? Bitcoin's 100% going to 22K. No, I don't know if Bitcoin's actually going to 22K, but I'm keeping cash on the sidelines in case it does. That's sort of my point, right? I have no idea. Let's see. Clint, I would generally agree with you, Clint, but listen, for the sake of my channel, I will keep my mouth shut. Let's see. I have a big mouth, but there's certain things that I will. There's certain things I'll keep my mouth about, my mouth shut about, even though I completely agree with what you're saying, Clint. 110%. 110%. Got no cash, though? Nice. I shouldn't say that's nice. Put in a bid at your limit and buy some spot, too. I only buy BTC at 53K. True. We broke the 50 on the 1 hour time frame. We came back down to get the vector candle. I still think it's going to come back down lower, man. All right, guys. I'm going nuts today. I hope my rants kind of maybe at least made some sense. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. You never know with me, man. You never know. So I'm going to call it a stream here. I'll catch you guys in the morning, right? Well, nothing's really going on with BTC. I'm sick of this range. We're all sick of this range. If you're a trader, you freaking love this range right now. I got to get my shorts in, man. Whenever Bitcoin's below the 50 EMA and it goes back up and tests it, the move has just been to short it. Okay, you guys don't listen to me, but that has been the move so far. So I need to get some shorts in, all right? For next time Bitcoin comes back up to the 50 EMA. So I'm going to get out of here, all right? Catch you guys tomorrow. Actually, I'm going to be doing the streams a little bit earlier in the morning because I kind of like waking up. I'm trying to wake up earlier every day. So I'm going to be up. We're going to do the stream at starting at 8:30. So 8:30 we're going to do the stream tomorrow morning. So be here for 8:30, right? We're going to see what happens before the market opens. As the market opens, we're going to have some fun in the morning. Morning's more of a chill. But I'll catch you guys tomorrow, right? 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to be up early, I guess. Early for a stream, I guess. 8:30. So, yeah, I'll catch you guys tomorrow, right? Don't do anything I want to do. Don't panic, sell your crypto. Have a fantastic Thursday. I'm just kind of looking outside as I talk here. Looks like a nice night. Looks like a nice night for a nice little walk outside. Yeah, it looks a little windy outside, though. But that's okay. That's okay. We're going to get the Steppen steps in, even though Steppen took an absolute shit today. But it's okay. It is what it is. It happens. Catch you guys later tomorrow, all right? If I don't see you in the morning, I'll see you guys at night. Have a fantastic night, my friends. Peace. The Falcon, also right. The Falcon said, just buy and have faith. They appreciate the super chat, the Falcon. Wes, I appreciate that again, my man. And Unknownless, also with the super chat, said 50% ETH, 25% BTC, 5%. Yeah, man. I mean, those are all, I own all those, those are all the altcoins that I own, man. I'm a little bit heavier in Bitcoin and ETH, 45%. I'm about 45% BTC, 45% ETH, 10% alts at the moment. But I do own all those altcoins that you just named. So I got you, man. All right, catch you later. Adios, guys. See ya.